Hello English learners, welcome back with friend Alfozan. Today I'm gonna show you how to learn English. Like you said in the previous video, there are some people commenting on my video. They want me to, teaching English to them. Some people may be just asking and curious, or some people probably kinda serious, or they want to asking me, do you do you teaching English or whatever? So I can teach you English, but based by my experience. So I know how to be English teacher, how to do it, but for now I not focusing I mean, my material is not yet enough. How to preparation, whatever, right? About teaching English enough like English teacher do it in online. But now I can do it to you. If you want to have a friend or someone who guide you in your English learning journey, I can do that for you. Feel free to ask me and DM me if you want to quickly to learn English. Imagine if you know, go to internet, go to YouTube, you have to research and blah blah blah. It's so slow, right? The way how to do it is asking people who are already good at it, right? So thank God I'm easy to learn English and try to speak like a British. And yeah, if you want to know how to learn English quickly, just DM me on my social media. So we're talking about in today we will talk about how to learn English. I will give you specific way from side based my experience. So, like I said in previous video, that I told you, if you are beginner, you have to lot of speaking and listening, right? If you're not beginner again, that means you already learn English for 6 months or 1 year or 2 years. 2 years. I think 2 years already good, but still have to improve, of course. I mean, like more than 1 year, you probably or maybe not called beginner again if you really serious in your English. I mean, if you have to spend time more when you learn English, and then that's from beginning to learn English and until 1 year, I think maybe you're not beginner again. So when you beginner and then you know a little bit of English word in your life, and you have to keep listening and speaking. Of course, learning vocabulary, but you have to practice, because imagine if someone who just memorizing vocabulary, maybe they can just reading English. Reading English, they can do it. But in speaking, they can't because they no practice. So the main goal in English to can speak up. You have to speak up with people, and before you speak up with people, you practice speaking with yourself alone to the mirror or making video like this and speak to people, right? So the way how to do it is by listening, speaking, and listening and speaking. Just like that. If you're a beginner, if you're not really a beginner, like I said in previous video, you have to memorizing vocabulary. I mean, it's in your daily life, like you searching something before you become an English learner. Maybe you're searching from your local language, and you go to ChatGPT with local language. You go to Google, you go to YouTube, watching local language. Everything is local language. Language is easy. Language is daily life. You don't not really have to focus to learn language for a year. Just like that, learn. No, language is can do multitask. That means it's really flexible. It's in your daily life, like you before you learn English, maybe you think in local language, maybe you speak with local language, chatting with local language, your phone still local language. After you become an English learner, you have to change all of those things with English, right? Check your phone with English, chatting with your friend with English, have friends who speaks English, join the community English, and all of those things is just change from local language to English. So, and it is important for you to want to speak English fluently, to think in English. So, when you think something in your brain, in your mind, you have to change the words that comes from your mind, from your local language to English. It is important. Maybe if you're a beginner and you're still beginner, you have to translate in your mind to English. It is fine, but if you want to make yourself better, you have to have experience that you have to slow thinking because you have to translate. Slow thinking is, when you think something and then you think with your local language, you say in your heart with your local language. Just practice. You just change the idea and then you change your heart thinking with your local language, change with English. Try that. That will make you better in English and in speaking in everything in English because you're setting your mind with English, right? So easy. If you want to make English better, just DM me and then, oh Ronald, please teach me English. Okay, I can grade you to learn English. Or that's the first one, right? Because I'm happy to teach you and then I just teach online. So, secondly, open YouTube. YouTube is the best app to learn English. Like for example, you go to Instagram, you go to whatever, TikTok, Facebook or whatever, and also blog or article or AI. It's not really good. YouTube is better. You just tap whatever you want to learn in YouTube. YouTube will easy, right, to find what you want. So YouTube is better. For example, you like British accent and you just tap on YouTube how to speak like a British. There are a bunch of videos, right? Just like that, and then you can learn directly British English. And then if you want to learn American English, you just go to YouTube, how to learn American, how to speak like American, for example. YouTube will find that video for you. It's different with another social media, right? So, which is CAO in YouTube is better. So, that the first learn language is one. I'm wanna say again to you, ask directly to people who already know. That's fastest way, right? If you don't wanna do that, it's okay, but maybe your English grow is slower, but you can use alternative, no problem. Go to YouTube and tap whatever you want to learn in YouTube. So after that, I'm gonna recommend you 2 applications. There are so much apps, English learning apps. Let's back again before I forget talking, right? Like example, you just learning it from reading. You just learning English from article. It's different. How can you learn that sound from article? In learning language, it's better to audio, right? Whether you directly to English teacher, whether you in video, it's better than just writing things. Because if you just reading, you can't heard that words how to pronounce, right? That's important to make video. Make video for your learning. How can I say? It's better to use video than book to learn English, because language is about listening and speaking, right? Language is for communication. You can't communication if you can't listen the language and speaking the language, right? So I wanna give you some example of apps if you are beginner, right? Beginner versus not beginner. It's real. So if you are a real beginner, you use Fondi app. Download on Play Store or App Store, Fondi, just like that. If you are not beginner again, I will recommend you to download Wiki. Why Wiki? There are so much bunch of apps in Play Store, in internet, but I recommend this app because one, Wiki is fast. I mean, it's really rare to crash or loading so slow. If you find slow loading in Wiki, probably you like go out from the app without you leave first from the group chat, blah blah blah. This app is good because you can call people from another country. If you're from Indonesia, I'm from Indonesia, you can meet directly to British, American, whatever, Arab, Asia, India, Pakistani, blah blah blah. It's just in this app, because in this Wiki app, it's not beginner. The speaker is not beginner. When I was first time using Wiki, oh my god, I don't understand. I feel embarrassed. My English is not really good, blah blah blah. And then I keep hard work to learn English, and I'm fluent, and I can speak on Wiki. And even before I think, oh my god, this guy is so good in speaking English. When I try to keep my English, I even meet with someone who lower than me in English skills. So you have to know Wiki and then play the Wiki. Speaking with native. Speak prioritizing to speak with people who you want to learn the accent. For example, I'm always learn British accent. I'm have to more prioritizing speak with British. You go to Wiki, you go to group chat. If there are British over there, it's good idea you keep in that group and speak with them. If you like American, if you like American accent, you're just looking for American people and speak with them, right? So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this video helpful.